kind of want to start off this video and just say that it was something important though. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is good to see you. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not here, I always mess this up every time. If you're not new here, welcome back. Today's video is going to be all about that booty, which is, as you all know, my favorite thing to train, and should also be your favorite because it's very painful and excruciating and you sweat a lot, but you walk out of the gym, or you crawl out of the gym, I should say, and you're like, you know what? I'm building a bigger booty, some nicer legs, and even though it's gonna be a little painful, it's gonna be worth it. I promise. You will get there. You will build a booty. Anyone can do it. Just follow my instructions and you'll get there. I hope you guys like this video enough to give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And also, please subscribe to my channel. It helps support me in this channel and continues me making videos every day for you guys. Not every day. I've been pretty consistent though with my uploads. You have to say that I've been a lot more consistent. I'm trying to do like every other day or at least 3 days a week. So I've been pretty good with that. Also, let me know what else you guys want to see on this channel. Obviously, I will still be doing workouts, full day of eatings, grocery hauls, but kind of like other stuff that you guys maybe want me to talk about. I haven't done a supplement update in a while, so definitely want to make one of those for you guys, let you know what I've been taking and kind of what I recommend for you to be taking. Definitely want to get that in there. Please make sure that you're also following me on all my other social media channels because there's a lot of exciting things coming up. As you know, if you've been following me on there, we are starting to plan some fitness weekend retreats, and I kind of want to get some dates together. So make sure you go on my Instagram post. I will pop it up here and vote on what weekend you want. It will be at my gym in Florida. It will be at my gym in Jupiter, Florida. And it'll just be like a weekend of fun and activities and hanging out and just having lots of girl time and some booty workouts and some upper body workouts and just hanging out. So make sure that you're on there and voting if it is something that interests you. And I know you guys are here for the workout, so I'm going to stop talking and rambling and let's get into the workout. Hey guys, what's up? So we are going to do an informative voiceover like always. As you guys know, if you've been watching my videos for quite some time, you know that I always start off with my glute activation exercises. And also for those of you who don't know, I do have a glute activation guide where I go over my full routine. In most of my YouTube videos, I will just show a sample of it because it's quite a lot, usually about 7 to 8 different exercises. Usually takes me about 10-ish minutes before every leg and booty day, just to make sure that I'm getting the most out of my leg workout and booty workouts because it will help activate those glutes and make sure that they're firing throughout the entire workout so that you're not only working your quads or your hams, but you're really getting the most beneficial movement and workout. So as you guys know, I do my glute activation, but I have started using these sliders just to get more of my glutes activated as well. I will go ahead and I will go ahead and add the link below in the description box for these sliders if you're interested. Just helps get the booty again more activated. I've been adding these in addition to my usual glute activation exercises. And with these, we're going to start off with some side lunges. They are a lot more difficult than they look. Trust me, usually one of your legs will be a lot stronger than the other. For me, this is my weaker leg. Obviously, my right glute is significantly weaker due to a previous injury that I've had in the past, which is very normal, so don't be discouraged if one of your legs is weaker than the other. It just means that you really need to focus more on your glute activation exercises and make sure that both of your glutes are firing and one of them is not taking over the other one when you're exercising. So after the side lunges, we're just going to do some back lunges with the same thing. You want to make sure that your front knee is not going over that front toe. And you want to make sure that you're just putting most of your weight in that front foot in your heel and making sure that you can wiggle those toes in the front. You should be, again, not having a lot of weight at all on that back leg. And as you can see, here again is my weaker side. So just remember that it's completely normal to have one side a little bit weaker than the other. Could be anything from injuries to just genetics, one of your legs is just stronger than the other, and etc., etc. Alright guys, for this first superset, by the way, the whole workout will be below in the description box for you guys. We're going to start off with the Romanian deadlifts with a bar. You can also use a regular barbell if you'd like. I just feel like the easy bars are a lot easier. So basically this movement, you're going to want to focus on the bar, really staying as close to your shins as possible, as close to your legs as possible, making sure that you're keeping your chest up and your back straight as well. You're going to feel this mostly in your hams and your glutes. And again, you want to make sure that your knees are slightly bent the entire time. We don't want to overextend our knees at all. And you want to go all the way down and all the way up. And for the second exercise in this superset, we're going to be just doing body weight banded hip thrusts. For these, I use the MB slingshot band just because it's a lot of a higher resistance than your typical bands. And what I've really been doing, focusing more on, is keeping my toes almost at like a little bit of an angle on the outside, and really focusing, as you can see there, they're pointed out a little bit. I would say anywhere from around 45 degrees is good. And you really want to make sure that you're squeezing as much as possible at the top, and you're really keeping those knees out towards your pinky toes. That's going to engage a lot more of your outer and side glutes. And trust me, you don't need to be going fast on this. You really want to be taking your time on it and making sure that you're really getting the most out of this movement and squeezing at the top. You really want to try and dig your shoulder blades into the back of that bench to make sure that you are getting the most out of this movement. Alright guys, for this next superset, we're going to be starting out with TRX Lunges. For these, you want to make sure that you have pulled all the way back, and you're basically just going to be doing it on one leg. That back leg is going to be not touching the ground at all. Feel free to adjust yourself if needed. It is a little bit of an awkward movement. I've noticed you really want to make sure that you're keeping your shoulder blades pinned back as much as possible so that you're really using all of your leg muscle. This is really going to help more of an isolation movement for that one side glute. I prefer to do a lot of isolation exercises just because, again, like I've discussed, one of my glutes is a lot stronger than the other, so it helps to do more isolation work like this. And you're going to want to make sure that you're just going up and down with it. It is a little awkward. It even looks a little awkward. It's even awkward for me since it's a newer movement. But again, just keep trying. You will get it. And yeah. Alright, for the next exercise in this superset, we'll be doing single leg glute bridges or hip thrusts, whatever you want to call them. This is actually a glute bridge since it's on your back, but a lot of people call them different things. Basically, you're just going to put your one foot up on a bench or a stool, and you're going to want to make sure that you're keeping your hips straight forward. You're not twisting them at all, which is the hardest part of this exercise, I've found, just because typically you'll want to twist a little bit because it'll be a little bit easier, but make sure you're keeping your hips straight ahead and you're squeezing at the top, really pushing through with that heel on the bench to help those glutes stay activated. Alright guys, for this next superset, we're going to be starting off with a sumo squat. I'm just holding one dumbbell in between. You're going to want to make sure that you're keeping those knees out towards your pinky toes, especially with sumo. They're going to want to concave in. Just make sure that you're pushing those out and you're pushing through with your heels to make sure that you're working those glutes. Again, you don't want to come all the way up. You just want to have a slightly bent knee the entire time, again, to help keep the glutes activated. We're going to be pushing through with those heels, keeping your back straight and your chest up. Your feet are going to be wider than your shoulders. And then we're going to move straight into a Romanian deadlift with the dumbbell. So basically, it's going to burn a lot, guys, a lot. You're going to, again, want to keep as close as possible to your shins, very similar to the same Romanian deadlift we did earlier with a barbell, except you are just using a dumbbell. You're going to make sure that you're keeping your chest up, your back straight, and really getting that stretch in those hamstrings and glutes. Alright guys, for our last and final superset, we are going to move over to our favorite squat rack. I have, I believe, 10s on each side. You're going to want to take this really light. So I have a band right above my knees. Again, those will be in the description box below if you'd like to purchase your own set. Highly recommend them. So basically we're just going to get into a back squat and we're going to do a pulse, which is literally the worst thing. And again, you're gonna not want to go all the way up. We're doing about a 3/4 squat is what I like to call them, 3/4 pulse squat. You're going to be pulsing at the bottom, just a slight movement at the bottom. You're gonna wanna keep your back straight, your chest up as much as possible. The bar will be resting on your traps. And then we are going to put the barbell back on the squat rack in a few seconds. Oh, there we go. Yes. And then we're going to move into our second exercise, which is just a little band glute kickback. You're just gonna go right there and bam. I hope you guys enjoy this workout. Please make sure to like it if you like it and subscribe to my channel. Bye guys, I love you.